Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're talking about the new up-and-coming IFBB female pros. So these are the girls who got their pro cards in 2022, and I'm expecting really big things from them in 2023. And of course, if you guys think I missed somebody, comment below and I will absolutely go check them out. So a little bit of explanation to how I came up with this. This video took a really long time to make because there were a lot of new pros, like more than 500 this year. So I did not look at the masters. If you guys want me to do a whole video just on the new IFBB Pro Masters females, I can totally do that. Just comment below, let me know if you're interested. I also didn't look at girls who have already been in a top 5 in a pro show. And the reason that I disregarded them, even though they're clearly doing amazing, is because I've already seen them. I've already highlighted them in one of my recap videos. You guys would have recognized them. And I want to just bring some attention to some new girls who we haven't seen, names you won't recognize, and just brand new up-and-comers. Now, that's not to say, though, I am going to give you a Rookies of the Year at the end of this video. Some of the girls, I know you'll recognize them. They got their pro card and they started competing and they started doing amazing right off the bat. So that will be at the end of the video. So just as a little bit of a breakdown, I showed you how many new pros I counted. So I went to the NPC website, made a big list of all of the pro qualifier shows all over the entire world, not just American shows, everywhere. I printed it off. It was more than 30 pages, and I went athlete by athlete and looked at every single girl that I could find. There weren't pictures of everybody, but I did my best. And at the end of the day, there were 512 athletes, not including masters. So a huge amount of new IFBB Pro females. It's so exciting. Let me know what you guys think about my top picks for each division. Okay, so here are my 3 for women's bodybuilding. My gosh, these 3 in particular really blew me away. So we have Celica, who got her pro card at the US National Championships. We have Ava, who got her pro card at the North American Championships. And then Seuss, who got hers at the Olympia Amateur Eastern Europe. And every one of these women is spectacular. I cannot wait to see these girls compete against the top pros. Ava in particular, there in the middle, I really like her X frame. I think her shape, her silhouette is spectacular. She's got beautiful amount of muscle, maybe just a little bit more conditioning so that you see some of that really hardcore bodybuilder look, the striations, the veins, that kind of a thing, that really tough, crazy look. But I think overall her shape is really spectacular. Like, what a taper. I thought Celica had an absolutely fantastic midsection. She's got a lot of size in her legs and just really beautiful balance between the top and the bottom. So really spectacular. And then when I look at Seuss, my gosh, this is a giant, beefy, muscular woman, and she looks insane. Her lats are amazing. Her legs look fantastic. And look at her conditioning. Her glutes look sensational. So I am super excited about all 3 of these women. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, women's physique was next. This was a hard one to narrow down. There were a lot of competitors, but these 3 women stood out to me. Lauren in particular, her waist is so small and her V-taper is just crazy good. She also got her pro card at Junior Nationals in figure, which is sensational. So we also had Emilia, who got her pro card at the Romania Muscle Fest, as well as getting her pro card in women's bodybuilding. So cool. And then Sahar, who got her pro card at the Olympia Eastern Europe. So extremely exciting. So Emilia, to me, her conditioning was fantastic. I loved all the detail that you can see in her quads. I love that the detail goes right up to her hip bones. She looks super lean, super cut, great definition, and just a beautiful shape. And my gosh, her glutes look so good. She could absolutely compare to some of those top pros that you close your eyes and you remember the glutes, and man, Emilia could fit right in. And then Sahar, I thought she had a really beautiful overall shape. Gorgeous amount of 3D quality to her back muscles, beautiful roundness and fullness. She looks really full. She doesn't look overly depleted, and yet you have crazy good definition. And then Lauren, that tiny waist really stood out to me. Her upper body, just the breadth and the wideness in her collarbone and how just beautifully tapered it comes in was gorgeous. So all three of these women, I think, could make some big waves in women's physique. All right, next is figure. Okay, figure was probably the hardest one for me to narrow it down to 3. There were 139 new figure pros, and it was hard to eliminate some, right? There were not a lot that were clearly not going to make it. Like every single figure girl looked fantastic. And I had a really hard time getting it down to from 10, really from my top 20 to the top 10 was hard. And then top 10 to top 5 was hard. And then my gosh, narrowing it down to the 3 was really difficult. But these 3 women are spectacular. So we've got Charlotte, who got her pro card at the Yamamoto, Italy Pro Qualifier, Catherine, who got hers at the Columbia Pro Qualifier, and Marissa, who got hers at the USA Championships. So first impressions, Charlotte's glutes are so beautifully shaped. I love how round they are on the top. I love how much definition she has in the front of her legs. She has beautiful delts and just a really nice shape. I think she's going to do absolutely amazing. Catherine, that back definition is next level. I think she had the best definition of all of the new figure pros that I looked at. She really stood out. I'm not crazy about the fit of her suit. I think she needs to change that up and just get it to be a little bit more flattering for her glutes. But her conditioning is beautiful. That X frame, the V taper, she looks unreal. And then Marissa really impressed me. I loved her shoulders. I loved the amount of muscle on her frame. She's got big legs. They match beautifully with her big lats. From behind, she's got these beautiful rounded shoulders, just so much density to the muscle in her back, and just a gorgeous shape. Lots of curves. She's really lean, but still has beautiful round muscles. So impressed. What a figure lineup we have coming up. All right, next was fitness. So there weren't actually very many new fitness pros. There were only 12, which is too bad. I wish there were more opportunities for girls to get their pro cards in fitness. But to be fair, it is an extremely difficult division. Now, I didn't get to see the routines of these girls. So my top 3 is based purely on the physique round. And these are the 3 that caught my eye. We've got Annabella, who got her pro card at Junior Nationals, Brittany, who got hers at the Junior USA Championships, and Ashley, who got her pro card at the North American Championships. So when I look at Annabella, I think she's got gorgeous shoulders. She's got some really nice detail in her lats. I think she's got a nice V-taper and beautiful shape to her glutes. Definitely, I'd like to see more conditioning so that you have more detail coming through. But overall, I think she's got a really nice foundation and a beautiful shape. Then when I look at Brittany, gorgeous V-taper, really nice width to the top of her back. I think she could use a little bit more roundness to her delts, just so that you can see that beautiful shape, like compare her to Ashley here, right? So a little bit more shoulder roundness, but absolutely beautiful silhouette. I love the roundness to the top of her glutes. She could also have a little more conditioning to show off some of that detail in the legs. The glute ham tine could be a little bit more pronounced, but she's got beautiful flat midsection and just a fantastic shape. And now looking at Ashley, really impressed by the width of her back. She's got a lot of muscle in her lats, beautiful shoulders, as I already mentioned, just gorgeous shape, really nice tone to her stomach, great six-pack showing off, and absolutely spectacular quad sweep. And look at the definition. I think she could have a bit more definition coming through in the back of her legs and, a little bit more cut in the bottom of her glutes, but my gosh, beautiful shape. I think she's fantastic. Okay, next is wellness. Oh man, there were a lot of wellness competitors, more than 100 new IFBB pros. It's very exciting. And I looked at everyone all over the whole world. I know in previous comments when I did prediction videos, you guys really like the Latin American girls. And you know what? There were beautiful women all over the world. So first I saw Sina, who got her pro card at the African Pro Qualifier. Then I picked out Shelby, who got hers at the National Championships, and Paula, who got her pro card at the European Championship. And all of these women have something special and unique, and they're all a little bit different from each other in terms of their shapes. Wellness is still kind of getting a groove, figuring out where it kind of fits in the scheme of the different divisions, and I think all three of these women could do extremely well. So Sina, I loved the shape of her glute from the side. What an absolutely spectacular curve. She's got this fullness and roundness right from the starting of the end of her suit all the way. It's a lot of size and a beautiful curve that extends right into her leg. Like, that definition is beautiful. Curvy hamstrings, curvy quads. From behind, she looks spectacular. Lots of size. I think she looked really beautiful. Then Shelby caught my attention because of her tiny waist. She has a really nice shape in her front pose. I think she looks extremely hourglassy, but with that extra bulk in the lower body that we need to see in wellness. Beautiful definition. Her conditioning is spectacular. Great delts. She just looks really good. I love the gloss. She's shining. She's glowing. She's gorgeous. From behind, she doesn't have the same size in her glutes as or legs as the other two picks, but I think her proportions are beautiful. You really notice her small waist. You notice the breadth of her delts and just that beautiful curve in the sweep of her quads. So I think she's going to do amazing. And now last, my final pick was Paula. Man, oh man, from a size perspective, I think she's tremendous. She's got really big legs. I love how much muscle she has on the inside of her legs. She's got really large glutes, and they're beautifully defined too. Really nice tie-ins, beautiful round shape on the top, great hourglass. She's got nice balance between the delts and how wide they come with the smallness of her waist, and then a nice proportion with her lower body, right? They line up quite nicely with the edges of her glutes. So I think she's got the size, she's got the shape, and she has really nice conditioning. I love how detailed the line is and deep the groove, right? Outlining her quad. She's got beautiful obliques, nice shoulders. You know, I think Shelby and Sina maybe have a bit more definition coming through on their shoulders, so Paula could perhaps work on those a little bit more for this front pose, but they look fantastic from behind. So, man, 3 really exciting, amazing new wellness pros. All right, and now Bikini. I couldn't narrow it to 3, you guys. I had my top 3 and I threw in a bonus because there's a 4th girl who I think we have to mention. So Bikini had the most amount of new pros. By my count, there were 161, not including masters. So a lot of girls. Some stood out more than others. It was fairly easy to narrow it down to my top, but once I got to my top, it became really, really difficult. So Samantha got her pro card at the Olympia Amateur Portugal. Maricela got hers at North American Championships. Tama got hers at the NPC Universe and National Fitness Championships. And then Savannah got her pro card at the USA Championships. Now, Samantha over here is actually my bonus pick. What really caught my eye was her insane curve. Like, this is one of the most curvy S curves I've ever seen. Her hourglass is just unreal. Her glutes are like perpendicular to the floor, right? She has the most insane shape. I don't know how that would do next to our top Olympians, right? When I close my eyes and I imagine the top 5, I don't know that Samantha has the same look that they do, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think she's just spectacular. She's got beautiful delts, an amazingly tiny waist, Great conditioning, beautiful curves to her legs. I love this curve in her quad. And from behind, you really notice that hourglass shape. She's really spectacular. So I had to include her. Now, these three are a little bit more of that typical bikini shape that we're seeing. The Olympian top 5, I think these girls could totally do well. Man, just beautiful. So Maricela, when I saw her from the front, I was really keen on her shoulders, her beautiful proportions with the glutes. I think she's got a muscularity about her, but still beautiful shapes. She's not overly large, beautiful conditioning. I think she looks really spectacular. I would make her, if I was her, I would have her hair come a little lower, just to come a little lower on the back, because she doesn't have quite as much of that V shape, that triangular shape like we see, for example, on Samantha. So I would use the hair to really kind of give that optical illusion, have it come down lower. Otherwise, I think she's absolutely spectacular. I cannot wait to see her against the top pros. Now, Tama, gorgeous conditioning. I noticed the abs right away, the beautiful detail in her quad. From behind, she's got spectacular detail in the back of her legs, a little bit of definition coming through on her hamstrings, and a gorgeous hourglass. She has short hair, but it's okay because her waist is so small. You really notice that shape. So I think she's spectacular. And then Savannah, she caught my eye because of her upper body. So much muscle. Just absolutely gorgeous shoulders, beautiful from behind. I think she'll have to be careful that she doesn't have too much hardness to her look. She might even want to have a little bit more hair covering the top of her back. But my gosh, from in front, I just absolutely adore her arms. She's got a beautiful curve, tiny waist. She looks really muscular, really full, great curves in her legs. From behind, her legs have so much roundness, beautiful tie-ins, but I just can't get over her back. Her upper body is spectacular. So, an gorgeous bikini group of girls. I can't wait to hear, though, who you guys think should be someone to watch out for. Okay, and now, as promised, I wanted to highlight some of the athletes who earned their pro card, went on to compete as pros, and just did sensationally well last year. So we've got Amy in fitness, Jessica in women's physique, top 5 finishes for both of these ladies. In figure, Nadine, Rejoice, and Adela, they all managed to get to the Olympia in their pro debut year. So exciting. Same thing for these 4 wellness girls. They earned their pro card and they made it to Olympia right off the bat. Nadia, Andrea, Amanda, and Marie. And then for bikini, all 4 of these women qualified for Olympia. We had Jill, Valeria, Jordan, and Elizaveta. Such an amazing year for these women. Cannot wait to see how they do in 2023. So that's it for my video. Make sure you guys comment below. I want to know who you think I missed. Maybe if there's someone in particular that I highlighted that you are really excited for. Let me know if you're interested in a master's version of this video. And of course, give me a like. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and of course on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.